Yo, what up, internet? Welcome to Bricks and Beer, episode 14? Yeah, fuck it. This is the 14th one. Welcome back. Thank you guys for watching. We're still in the hotel. I put the lampshade back on the lamp, so if you want to watch the other ones, you can click this coaster, which I'm going to try not to move too much. Yeah, there's a link. I'm obviously with different people, so I have my attorney to my left. This is Sam.
How's it going, internet?
Everybody knows Simon. Simon apparently is mute. Good times. So, we're going to talk, or Simon's not, about some shit at BrickCon.
Some Canadian politics talk?
No, dude. No. Simmer. This is why I'm sitting in between them, because last night I ended up getting really drunk and staying up till 4 in the morning because of Canadian politics. So, fuck you, Canada, and your politics.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, a couple of cool things. One, I get to hang with Sai during this weekend, which is rad. And I get to meet new cool people, like the homie Sam. We covered a bunch of builds, and one that we missed when Zach and Maro and I were talking about this was yours. Your fucking Cyber City award-winning tower.
Yeah, dude.
Tell me about it.
Okay, well, it's... So... I haven't uploaded shit. It's not on Flickr. There might be loose pictures floating around the internet from one of the 7 different cons I brought it to.
Yeah.
But essentially what it is my girlfriend, is taking architectural technology. And she was studying something called a tripartite or tripartite style, which is a classic architecture style of there would be 3 layers to a building. And at the bottom, you'd have, rougher building materials, like stones and clay and shit where, the peasants could touch the walls.
Okay.
And then above that, there would be, a bit more refined, glass and stuff like that. And then on the very top, you'd have, marble statuettes.
Super elegant.
And super elegant, super refined and smooth. So I was watching a lot of Blade Runner and, Akira, Ghost in the Shell, shit like that. And then I was like, I like cyberpunk. That's cool. So let's just throw it all together.
Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. It's we will link to photos if I take photos or something. I'm an asshole. I didn't introduce you guys really. Sam goes by Groovy Bones. There's a link. You can go check out the shit that he has posted. You brought a fuck ton of cool shit. The Cyber City thing I really, really like. I was really heavily checking it out today.
Thanks, man.
And somebody asked me, they were like, yeah, you should actually ask him, because there's a whole actual story behind it. But it is distinct in that there's the 3 different sections, but each one is so full of life.
Yeah.
I really dig at the top, the data hologram screen kind of setup you have that the minifigs are holding. That's a window, right?
Yeah.
In the...
there's a lot of window in the lever clips, which is just a connection that I've got the biggest hard on for.
Oh, dude, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And that totally works. It's the right scale for a minifig to be looking at something like that.
Yeah.
And I just like fancy future shit, so it's dope. Sam also brought a gigantic ship.
I did.
Fucking rad. There are photos of that.
There are 2.
Cool.
There's a profile elevation shot for Simon's September thing, and then there's an angled view of it for
the money shot.
Yeah, the money shot essentially.
The cool one.
Yeah,
the cool one.
The cool one and the lame one everyone does for me.
Yeah, I've told myself I'll take more pictures of it that make it detail shots and whatever, but that's gonna be in a year. It's going to be forever from now because I don't upload anything.
Right on. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm lazy as fuck. I completely understand. Fucking both of those mocks were fucking killing. You brought a bunch of other shit, too, that was super cool.
Yeah.
The mechs, too.
Yeah.
The super spidery, awesome little mechs. And
okay, I'm sorry. I ripped that shit right off from TR.
Fucking shouts to you, TR.
Yeah, shouts to TR.
Why are you not here?
You could be discussing Canadian politics, TR.
Dog.
We're not, but you could be.
But no, he posted something that was kind of like that, and I'm like, I want one. I'm going to add 2 more arms and make it my own and play with it all the time.
Yeah. Awesome.
But going back to the ship real quick, There is a lot of backstory to that, too.
Is there?
I don't know if...
Okay. Cool. No,
go for it.
I've
don't
just
have to
seen
talk.
it. So.
Yeah, so what it is that I learned about my last name. My last name is Malmberg, which translated from Swedish literally means Iron Mountain, or like the mountain from which iron ore is extracted.
That is a fucking solid name.
That's
dude.
like fucking Iron Mountain as a last name. That's like metal as fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
I would just name everything Iron Mountain.
Yeah. So I heard about that and I was like, okay, that's sweet. Like I should make some kind of industrial mining apparatus for September. And then so that's kind of where I got the idea for it, and I did like a couple rough sketches. And then I kind of wanted to keep to like the family ties theme.
Yeah. Okay.
So the little ID on the side of the ship, which you might have seen in the bricking there, is a reverse E, an anchor, and a bar, which was actually my grandfather's cattle brand.
Oh wow! Yeah,
which
is
dude. Like
that is
burden
awesome,
as
man.
fuck. But like I just branded that on the ship.
Yeah.
He's got a horse brand too that I'm gonna put on a Starfighter one day. But you know
that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Dude. That makes me like have more of an appreciation for that ship now. Like we were kind of talking about this earlier about like having more appreciation for builds when you actually like talk to the artist and you understand sort of like where it came from. And there is a lot of story behind a lot of the shit that's out there, and like it's crazy just to learn about it, and then you see it and you're just like, man, it's fucking awesome.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, like because most of us is too lazy to actually sit down and write this stuff out.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Because it's not so much time building it. You have like this grand concept of it writes through this, and this was the huge convoluted space opera story behind this. We're like, yeah, here's my thing. It's a spaceship.
Yeah. I mean, I have a hard time like just naming things in general. I'm like, it's the big spaceship.
Like, but the thing of it is, I was talking to like town guys, like someone from Viclug or something like that, some BC.
Cool.
Shouts to them, whoever you are, dog.
In whichever lug you are in.
He came and he showed me his town setup and like the building that was inside of that.
Okay.
And it was pretty cool now that I learned the backstory for someone that doesn't have that like innate appreciation for town mocks.
I do feel like the convention, one of the cool things is that you see the whole spectrum of builds. So even stuff that I'm not necessarily into, you get to kind of see good high level shit of that genre. Mm-hmm. So like the town stuff, like we were fucking dude. Eric, in the last episode, I tried to link to you and I couldn't, so I'm gonna throw an actual link over here. We couldn't find you on the internet. We had this conversation in the street. But anyway, his fucking lighthouse thing. Like oh dude, it's awesome. And like I was telling him, like, no offense, dude, but like lighthouse wave ship on paper to me, I'm like, that's not gonna hold my interest at all. Like, it's just not something that I'm like it's not something I'd be like, oh fuck yeah, I have to like go find this. But like when you see it, it's so fucking well done that you're like, oh man, like I totally have an appreciation for this. So it's fucking shouts to you, Eric. Sorry for fucking up the last link. So Sai, do you want to talk about September now that it's over?
It's over for you guys. So now
that's all that matters. What like?
So now there's judging. Possibly more trophies. I've built one so far.
Do you have an idea of the amount of entries? Have you been like keeping track at all?
So when I flew out here, it was actually like the day before October. So there was one day left, and I flipped through it, and it was like 72, I think. And then it's like, you know what? It's kind of it's low, like less than last year. Last year we had like 100, which was awesome.
Yeah.
This year, but I was like 72. It's lower than last year, but man, this year was solid.
A fuck ton. Yeah, there were a lot of awesome shit that came out of it.
But then on October 1st or so, we were flipping through in a hotel room. There's like 120.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
So we're gonna go through. We're gonna do some judges. There's gonna be some awards. Yeah, so there's still some work to be done.
Funny aside, fucking shouts to you, Ryan, Mr. Grey Bandit. I'll link to your Flickr over there. Last night he like brought his play brick, which is $15 worth of Lego in a bin that he bought. That's like unsorted, used, ancient, shitty Lego, but it has gold in there. So we're all fucking around with it, and fucking Kyle Vrees, who's here, who fucking shout to you, Kyle. OG dude, who I've never met, which is rad. We decided to build a ship, so I built this dumb Rainbow Warrior spear, and I showed it to Sai, and he threw it on the ground.
I did not throw it. I tapped it.
You slapped it. You slapped it lovingly in hatred.
Which was supposed to be here, but we were all, we didn't want to walk with it in public.
Yeah. I felt really shitty walking it from here to the con today. And I literally handed it to Ryan, and he was like, oh, and I was like, this is your problem now.
And it's like up front and center right now.
Yeah. So good times. I guess this one's the Canadian episode.
So politics?
No, dude. No. I don't care about ministers or primes. Only Optimus Prime is really only the prime that counts. Yeah, so...
That being said, if you're in Canada on October 19th and you're above 18 years old, go out and vote. Don't be a fucking idiot.
You heard it here. Go do your maple syrup duty. Sorry.
Sorry, PSA.
Does that make up for it? That was Canadian.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I'm done.
Yeah, so fucking, this is actually really cool that we're doing this. It's really kind of weird because Zach is over there, like lounging on a hotel bed. Say what's up, Zach.
What's up?
So this is the first time I've ever recorded this with people watching us, and this was completely
This is your
unplanned.
live show.
This is kind of live as it's gonna get. And we have been partying hardcore. I've gotten like 5 hours of sleep every night, so I've just been. Today it was like the cumulative thing happened at fucking 7 o'clock where I felt like I was dying, and I was like, I'm just gonna go fucking chill out in the hotel for a little bit. And so I was kicking it for a little bit, and then Zach just fucking walks in with the party. It's like, do you want to record an episode? And I was like, okay, sure. I'll put some pants on. So I actually really was hyped to do this with Sai. And it's just sort of like a happenstance that we have other dudes here. Because I wanted to do an episode with just Sai, just like I did with QB, where we could rap about Iron Builder and fucking talk about that. So I think we should kind of do a condensed version of that. And we've talked a shit ton about Iron Builder since then. Are you happy you don't have to do it anymore?
I am happy that I don't have to do it anymore, but I would like to win.
So
Win once. So
yeah.
I technically did win once, but it was kind of a default and it was slightly hollow. I wanted to like politely crush someone.
Yeah. I understand that. That. If you had the chance, would you do it now? If Guy Himber came to you.
It depends on who. If I knew the other builder, I would seriously consider it.
Okay.
If it was just random throwing my hat in the ring, it's like, honestly, I've done it. I had my chance. Let someone else deal with it.
Yeah.
But if it's like if Andrew is coming out of retirement.
This is the episode everybody wants me to be like, rematch? Not gonna happen, dude. I'm done with that shit.
No, but the thing is, he was like, if I get Andrew to do it, would you do it? I was like, fuck yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, well, that's fucking rad, man. Yeah. I appreciate that because I had a good time and like, fucking dude, like my building, I watched the ability to produce fast and like do things grow as it happens.
Yeah,
and it's only because you responded.
Yeah.
If it had been anybody else, I think like it wouldn't have worked. Like it wouldn't. I wouldn't have pushed myself as hard as I did.
See, I should have like played lame and put like really crappy builds instead of like the. I was like going for like the first round knockout when I should have.
Dude,
like,
you fucking went for the throat. It totally worked, man. It totally worked. Like you instantly like I put my stupid ass scissor thing, and I was like, this is the cheap. Like I'm just gonna fucking try to build something to post first, and then you just fucking like had this like polished motherfucking build, and I was like, oh fuck, like it's on now. Like I don't know. It was weird. Like I before that I would tell people like, oh, I'm not a competitive person. I don't fucking give a shit. And then I was like, oh, you might be.
Right, and the competitiveness was crazy. Like I knew all the shitty little things you were doing. Like I knew you would never post or talk to mine. You would not compliment me. You would not say anything. It was like polite, uncomfortable.
Well, yeah, I mean like
awkwardness.
And I think that's actually why it's cool now that like afterwards it was like we did get to know each other through that process. Yeah. And then afterwards it was like now I feel like we're fucking super close. Yeah. So Fucking shout out to you, Sai. Oh, I'm a jerk. There's Sai's Flickr over there. You can click on it. Everybody knows Simon. Like, okay, so moving on from the Iron Builder thing. Well, we'll come back to the Iron Builder thing. But moving on, how do you do what you do, dude? Like, you run fucking... You're in everything. So let's run down the list real quick. September, creator.
Yeah.
How many collab things have you done this year?
It'd take a long time to count.
Yeah. Okay. Gark, Micro Gark. That
once again, that TR started the original one.
Yeah, he did start the original one, which I actually would like minifig scale Gark to come back because I feel like that's better than Micro Gark. Micro Gark's cool in that you can do the racetrack Hot Wheels thing, but the Garks themselves, like...
It was a fun one-year thing, and like there's a couple of people that came by and it's like, oh, I didn't do anything for Micro Gark this year. It's like, good.
Yeah, yeah, it's not gonna happen.
That was a nightmare. Like, it was very cool, the concept of going to like 4 different conventions and then sell like conventions. But I still have other people's Garks at the point where like, do I really have to mail this? You were at the second show. You could have picked it up and you did it, and no, you want me to mail all. And, yeah.
So community hero problems are clearly abound in your life.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you're so popular, dude. Like,
I know, and it's
my heart fucking bleeds
way
for
on the
you.
like just the kid.
Yeah.
I dream big.
The burden of being a celebrity. Like.
So, let me ask you this: like, you, how many conventions have you been to this year?
4.
4.
Huge. Yeah.
And it's October. Do you have anything before the end of the year?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
BrickCan is April? You going to that?
April. No comment.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. Like, I want to. We'll see how that goes. So you go to 4 cons.
Yeah.
You bring giant-ass builds to all of them.
Not as much for BrickCon, because I have to fly. The
Yeah.
other 3 I get to drive, so it's slightly easier to bring a lot of
stuff. You drive to Brick World.
I drive to Brick World.
Okay, so that explains, because I saw your, I'm not proper nerd. I don't play modern video games. I really only play, like, old school games and, like, shitty phone games. Just because I know myself, like, if I buy a console, I'm just gonna get sucked in. Like, when I was in college, I had roommates with consoles, and, like, just crack. I have no self-control. I'll not sleep. So I don't play video games, but you did a robot from Fallout? It's the big...
No, Borderlands.
Borderlands. See, I don't know any of the fucking video games. The Borderlands robot. What is that called?
Claptrap.
Claptrap. Okay. So Claptrap, and how big is Claptrap? He's small child size. He's small child size. And he's gigantic. And how long did it take you to build Claptrap?
I don't know.
How big is he supposed to be in this game?
About that size.
So it's about life size.
It's about
I think...
Zach, you don't have to tiptoe. You can get over here and fucking drink your coffee in front of the camera, dude.
Thanks for making us some.
Yeah.
Zach's having a good time over there. Yeah, get in here, bro.
There's your coffee. Black.
Yo, can I get one?
Don't make it because it's gonna fucking bubble over the podcast.
Do you want to share?
So the point is, so you built this giant ass fucking Claptrap.
Yeah.
And you probably did it, I'm guessing, in very little time.
This one...
Under a month?
In terms of build time, yeah, under a month. I had to make some orders and stuff and like figure it out. Just because I knew other people had done similar stuff like life size or close to life size, and I'm like, I don't want to be like the guy that copies it. I got to do like my own thing and just like do it my way.
Have awesome parts usage. There's a pick a brick cup lid for the eye, right? Yeah, it's fucking rad.
But that was the most random one because I built it. I should have built it to scale of the eye. I should have started with the eye because that's the focal point.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
I basically figured out how I could do the trapezoid.
Okay.
And I was using wedge plates, and I was just built off that roughly, and just
yeah.
like figured it. And I needed to do 9. Like, I thought I was going to use the old exopod or the pod thing.
Oh, yeah.
That was kind of too small. I was going to brick build it. It was literally, took out every single large circular thing in my collection and, like, started putting on. And, because I have, like, pickup cups, and sometimes I have the lid upside down to hold stuff, and I'm like, wait a second.
Oh, that's fucking great. I love that. I love that when inspiration just, like, strikes, and you're like, oh, god damn it, I can just do this.
And then, it's scaled perfectly.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't...
Dude, that part literally, like, makes that whole build. Yeah. Like, and I have new context for Claptrap, so, like, he's a cool-looking little robot, and he's got grabby arms and a wheel or whatever, but, like...
He's the most annoying thing in the game. He's adorable and annoying.
Kind of, yeah, it seems like that. But, like, the fact that it's so well built and it has that part usage, I'm like, okay, I'm in. Like, I get it. I'm in. So that all that bullshit of me, like, beating around the bush is, like, you build a fuck ton. And you build often, and you build really quick, and you do all these things involving the LEGO community. Mm-hmm. How do you actually manage this? Like, how do you efficiently build like that?
I think, honestly, Iron Builder. Iron Builder taught me how to build quick and fast. Mm. Like, it's I don't think I've stopped the Iron Builder gear, really. Like, it's that gear that's easy to click. Like, when I need to build something, or it's like build time, it's like,
just go time.
It's like turbo. Like, I spend a lot of time thinking about it, like when I'm walking to work or whatever. Like, so what I'm gonna build on the weekend or whatever. So like, when I build it, it's fucking build time. And I go like full tilt.
Rad. So like, tell me about that. Like, so you have an idea for something you want to build, and then you ideate, and it happens. How do you like strategize? Like, you obviously do a lot in your head beforehand.
Yeah.
Is any of that like externalized? Like, do you do drawings or sketching or any of that, or is it?
It depends. If it's something that I'm building for myself or like as a solo endeavor, I don't need it. I imagine in my head. I have an idea. I might like try to like rough a couple of things together to see if it would feasibly work. But a lot of times I just literally think about it and just have a mental image of what I do.
And you're pretty well aware of like the inventory that you have to work with and like what you can do, or are you just not concerned about that because there's cracklink?
No, I'm very concerned about that because I don't like the weight. Like, that's the other thing. Like,
I'm very much right there.
Exactly. Like, it's horribly inefficient, but when, like, so for Claptrap, for instance, that's a good example where I had a rough idea of things I would need, and I kind of preceded my collection to get that. Another reason why that Claptrap was a big go was because I knew I could get the 2x2 yellow tiles off the pick-a-brick wall. I think there's like 4 cups in that stupid thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is like critical. Like that's part of the whole procurement aspect where I either have to have the parts or I can get it fairly quickly or fairly easily because I don't want to stop.
Okay.
And that's the worst thing is they stop. Like even though I sometimes have a couple of things on the go, I much like doing one thing, seeing that through, put that aside, works on something else, and then maybe go back and look at it after another build.
Yeah. So you the things that you have fast tracked, it's just go time.
Yeah, and like I don't like, especially for the convention builds, I don't post them until the convention or till afterwards because I like things generally look way better in person. Which is why I always wait for the unveil afterwards, which means a lot of the dead time is either I'm completely not Legoing or I'm going full tilt building for cons and stuff. And which is why like. For projects or things, I like to at least think about ahead of time. So by the time I build, I probably would have ordered the parts or what I think the parts I would need. Or I can get the parts very quick, and then I can build it really quickly because I've already kind of mentally figured out, like, this is like the broad strokes of how I would do it. And then it's just a matter of execution.
Yeah, so it's just, like, for me, I have the same thing. Like, I'm a weirdo, and I don't really like to go to bed. Like, that's the worst thing. Like, when you're a little kid, your mom's like, hey, go to bed. And I'm like, fuck.
And then you're a grown man.
But I'm a grown man, and I fight the same problems, and, you know.
Because your wife is like, go to bed.
Well, I'm old. Like, I need sleep and shit, but, like, I hate going to bed. But, like, especially if I'm building, like, I find myself all the time where I'm, like, an hour before I actually go to sleep, I'm building the module. Like, figuring out the parts and, like, doing all that shit, and then, like, I'm like, God damn it, I wish I could do this right now and just make it happen. And then, like, when you go to, like, actually execute, it's sort of like I have these, like, weird, blurry memories of, like, oh, use this part and grab this, and that's going to be fucking rad. And, like...
Yeah, like, in my mind, 11 to 2 a.m. is the prime building time. because that's the time when you know you should be going to bed.
Yeah.
And you're like, I just gotta get this done. I want to get the flow, but I'm like, oh man, I'm in the groove. Yeah, I'm gonna be tired tomorrow. I'm gonna have a lot of coffee. Thanks, by the way. I'll just
shout out to Zach.
Shout out to Zach, who's also gonna get us some more.
Shout out to our live studio audience.
No, to our waitress who's gonna get us some more beers.
The internet can't see the peace sign.
Speaking of beers, we're jerks, and this is Bricks and Beer, and we didn't talk about the beer. And I am drinking. Sai was kind enough to bring random beers from downstairs. So why don't we start with you? What are you drinking, dude?
Yellow beer.
It's the half. It's the Whitmer Brothers half.
And now we have
LFA. And Lola.
Grapefruit.
Where's Paz? Shout out to you, Paz.
Is this Paz's beer? No,
no, it's German.
No,
that's the joke.
I don't know. I thought you wanted grapefruit beer.
It's Schulerhofer.
Scholerhofer.
Unfiltered Hefeweizen beer with grapefruit flavoring. We'll see how Sai enjoys this one. You drank what?
I drank a Strongbow. Shout out to people with celiac disease.
There you go.
Yeah.
Gluten free.
I am no link.
To what? Celiac disease?
Yeah,
Link to the The fucking links are work.
Link to the
So we should be just like randomly
link right here to the Canadian Celiac Association.
I'm gonna link to something there. I'm drinking Bridgeport Brewing Kingpin. It's a double red ale. It's very drinkable. I was a little nervous when these guys brought over a bunch of like very fruity beers, and this one is not fruity, so I am very happy with this. Where is this made?
This is literally the leftover beer from last night.
Oh, this is Oregon. Shout out to the Oregon homies. I guess there's some people in Oregon. I don't know. There's people from Oregon here, so whatever. Go Oregon. Yeah, that was awesome. Fucking live, uncut. Yeah, so we've been talking for a while, so we'll probably wrap up and get out of here. But before we do that, Sai, tell me about the shelf that you have with like your Pokemon collection.
I have a shelf, and it is so. Back when I started in the many like 3 or 4 years ago, I used to collect like really cool like rare stuff, like just awesome cool old rare Lego sets and things like that.
Okay.
And that's really cool. And then it was literally like my first Brick World. I had built something for someone's display. Their father had passed away, did a memorial thing, and he served on this Navy ship. So I built like a scale micro version of that Navy ship and gave it to him as a present.
Okay.
And I was like, well, no, sorry, I gave it to display, and then I'm like, there's no way I'm going to take it back. Just take it, keep it.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm like, that felt good. And then so I gave some, like, the year after that, I gave approximately, like, one bill to every single person at Brick World. And after that, people started giving me stuff. And this has been kind of snowballing. One year, we actually brought a whole bunch of... I brought Playbrick. Because we wanted to do microspace. But everyone was like, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. You know what?
Yeah.
Let's just bring some parts, and it's fucking microspace.
And that's like, I love that part of the con that like, let's just fuck around with some random Lego parts.
But
like,
that's not common. Like, it is now more and more common. Like even BrickCon, now we do that. But like the first year, I don't recall. Like outside of emergency rebuilds and trophy building, we didn't do that. And then like Chicago, we never did that. Brick Fair, we never did that. But now it's like a staple where I show up with my mock graveyard of things I didn't actually want to rebuild. And we build stuff. And so that, I also realized, I get to keep everything.
Yeah.
So like, I hung out with like Carter and all those fuckers, and I'm like, oh man, I get
building fucking solid shit.
Yeah. Carter's thing last night.
The Scramble Fighter. It's not on the internet. I don't know why I'm pointing. But dude, so there's a term, fucking shout out to Clutch, Bricks on the Dollar, who's huge on YouTube. It's called scrambles. And what scrambles is, it's when an opportunity arises and there's some brick that's laying on the ground, like you're walking, let's say, in the street, and there's a bunch of Lego on the sidewalk. And you're like, hey, people are just gonna throw that away. So you scrambles, and you fucking get this free Lego. So getting free Lego is scrambles, and his fucking Playbrick Fighter was amazing.
Yeah.
So you have all these builds from people, right? And like you've been collecting them.
Yeah, so I collect them, as well as like creations for charity and like through various sources. But now, like, I just like fuck the old Lego sets. Like, whatever.
Yeah,
I have a one of a kind
the people.
build from like my best friend, and like some people are like they want to give me something really great. Some people are like I want this little thing, and some people like some of my most treasure builds are almost like the ones where I sat with you playing that stupid play brick to build this little thing.
Yeah,
I remember
the story behind it is cool.
Yeah,
that's
like,
awesome, man.
Like I have Aaron. Shout out to Aaron.
Fucking shout out to you, homie. You're sorely missed, dude. You could have been
What
part
the
of the
fuck,
Canadian
dude?
episode.
We could have talked politics.
No.
Aaron.
No.
No but
politics.
no, yeah. But no, it was like he was playing with his play brick, and he made this little Vic Viper thing that still sits on my shelf.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
That was 2013 though. Yeah. I was there for that.
Exactly.
There you go.
Shouts to Aaron. Come
Shouts
back,
to Aaron.
dude.
Shouts to Aaron.
Yeah.
We're all thinking about you, bro. So we're gonna wrap it up, but before we do that, because I didn't want to be a jerk, Sai does not have something from me.
That is true.
So here you go, Sai. This is the beer we drank the other night.
Oh.
That is the single best Lego photo I have ever taken, which is of this fucking little Burge. And just to make it special, it has a little custom on the bottom, just for you.
It will remain unseen and said.
It'll be mysterious for all of you. So fucking thank you guys for watching again.
One more thing, like I had a feeling you would eventually give me something because you kind of hinted.
Yeah.
I am glad that you're not as much of an ass as I would be, because I if I was reverse, I would know Simon keeps every single fucking build he gets.
Yeah.
I would have given me the biggest fucking thing
just
ever.
like a giant square.
Exactly.
Like,
because you know it'd be like dominating on the shelf.
Here's a box full of Mega Blocks.
Hey, Mega Bloks trophy.
Oh,
Shout
dude.
out.
Oh,
yeah.
Dude.
Fucking
Oh
Paz-
my God! What the fuck?
Paz
Barbecue.
last night built a trophy out of Mega Blocks, which we won for fucking Space Knob, which is great. Because it's ridiculous and it's awesome. And,
Dude, so Lee Ward said, "Hey, so I know it's a Mega Bloks trophy, but I figured if anyone could feel like they were taking the hit, you'd be cool with it." And I was like, Lee, dude, I love this award. I love that Paz built it. That's like the best part.
It's
of it.
the best thing because it's not even like an award where it's like you built the best, put it in the box, pigeonhole it model. It's like this is just a space trophy. You just get a trophy. You're cool. You built something cool. We don't know how to define it or put it in a category. Here's a trophy. It's made of Mega Blocks. So yeah, before we get out of here, you guys want to shout out anybody or anything coming up that people should fucking know about?
Canadian politics.
No. Let me ask you guys this, and then we'll fucking close out. No, you look like you're Jones gonna say something.
Yeah. Anybody in the Edmonton area? Aimbot is doing shows all over the place. We got a show at Rexall Place for the Oil Kings, November 7th. Shouts to Scott Semple, Chris Perrin, Laura Jenkins, Gurneet Chahal, and Chris Manabo. Absolutely.
Perrin, dude, you're killing it, man. I'm really glad you got a trophy because you should have won for every build you brought, dude.
Yeah.
Just like hands down. So last question before we go.
42.
No. A.
Sorry.
I didn't know how to respond to that. Now that you've been here, are you inspired to build something? Are you inspired for your next build? Do you have something like clicked? Do you have something in the queue now?
Not yet, but historically the travel back has been by far the most brainstorm activity. Like,
Yeah.
it's like the drive back, the flight back, that's when I'm engaged and planning and thinking of like, what am I going to do next year? What am I going to do? And
Awesome.
that is like the travel home time.
Yeah.
And I can actually remember distinctively a lot of the things that we decided to do was on that trip back. Because we have, what else are we going to talk about for 10 hours?
Definitely like the hangout time,
Yeah.
especially if you're doing road trips.
Yeah.
Fucking speaking of road trips, like Sam, number one, do you have anything in the queue?
Yeah, actually.
You don't have to tell people if you
Yeah,
don't want to.
well, I definitely do, and what I will say is that I've kind of shopped my vague idea around to a couple people. Like, I saw a theme, really, that I never thought of building in before. And I was like, you know what? I'll try that out.
Yeah.
And then I talked to someone. He's like, oh, dude, that's a good idea. Here's something that's never been done in that theme before. And I'm like, shit, really? I can do that.
Fuck yeah.
And then I talked to another person about my idea, and he was like, oh, it would be really cool if you went it this way. And I'm like, you know what? That's a good idea. I kind of see where you're coming from. I can take it, flip it, and figure it out.
Cool.
But, yeah.
Cool. So, I thought Zach was a crazy person, because Zach fucking drove 12 hours. You're more of a crazy person, dude.
Man, I'm not going to be able to transport the big mocks that I brought in an airplane. Just, no.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, the other thing is, like, speaking economically here, it's a $400 flight from Edmonton to Seattle. And relatively, right? But you know what's even cheaper than that? Splitting $400 in gas between 4 people.
Yeah, you want to, like, if you're cruising with dudes, like, if you have a crew and you're making, like, a bro time road trip, it's totally different than if you're just like, fuck, I'm just hammering through it.
Me and a few other aimbot members, we came down in 2 cars. We did the 15-hour drive from Edmonton to Seattle. With, like, it should be shorter than that, but we stopped for lunch and shit.
Cool.
Yeah. And, like, if I go to Burkham, shout out to Burkham. I might actually fly to Edmonton and do the road trip with you guys, because I think it'd be fun.
Or if we...
Because then I could hit up all the Edmonton guys and, like, hang off them. And then do the road trip.
I like that Cy wants to plan his vacations around like a full hangout.
Oh, also shouts to the Edmonton crew back home that couldn't make it out. Tim Schwalf in Schwalfenhausen.
Tim S.
Tim. And John Moffat.
Yeah.
And everybody else that I can't remember right now.
Awesome. So I guess that's it. I'm out of beer. I'm gonna get some more beer, but we're out of beer. So episode 14, live from BrickCon. I don't know when I'm going to put this up, so it might be a couple of days. I'm probably going to be really, really fucking tired Monday. Thank you guys for watching. Zach, you got anything to say before we get out of here?
Peace
He's
out,
putting up the
Internet.
peace. The peace.
Cheers.
Later, guys.